We are the Nerd Eternal Network.
Hello, and welcome to Icons Academy here on the Nerd Eternal Network. I'm your GM for the day, Jason, and with me, as usual, will be Curtis playing Putty,
Hola.
Mike playing Blessed Thorn,
Hey.
Taylor playing Rigajig,
Howdy, howdy.
and Zach playing Lacuna Lane.
Hello.
Now, last session, we wrapped up with we started with a blood donation of sorts.
Man, I forgot about that.
A little robot flying around campus, identifying itself as Medibot, or Medibot 3. Taking blood samples. One of the players was too stingy to give a sample, though.
Gosh.
We won't name names. And after class, he immediately marched to the principal's office to find out that the robot was not authorized. Nobody knows where it came from. They've upped security to keep an eye out for it. They figured out how it had bypassed their security. And then we ended the session with practically the entire freshman class sneaking off campus. Started off with a
Always a
small
solid
group.
strategy.
Yeah, except Coda, who was evidently passed out.
He was sleeping so good his buddies didn't want to wake him up. And there was one or two others that didn't. Stonehenge didn't sneak off or know anything about it till afterwards. And a kid that calls himself the editor, or is thinking about calling himself the editor. Kevin. But it started off as a small group sneaking out. Indispensable, Corkscrew, Friendly Fire, or Unfriendly Fire, she's still debating. And maybe one or two more. And then the next thing the players know, Kayla, the youngest person in the class, had apparently snuck out just watching them. And then when they got jumped, she ran back and got reinforcements, and that's when the rest of the class kind of poured out. Had a fight with some thugs. They were using these net launchers and cattle prod-like tasers. Clearly trying to take some of the students alive. But you and the class whipped up on them pretty good. And eventually they were called off by a hooded figure standing on a rooftop. In some sort of, not powered armor, but some kind of body armor.
I did listen to it, but there were parts that I missed. I'm assuming no students were taken.
No. There were a couple in nets when y'all arrived. But, you quickly moved to get them out.
Every effort was taken to make sure there were no kidnappings.
Yeah. And then I believe the class was organizing to try to hunt these people down.
Unfortunately, yes.
Rigajig and Indispensable kind of made up. Because once the kidnapping attempt happened, suddenly Rigajig is on board with figuring out what's going on. But I believe you had decided to create a sort of a one group to be bait and another group to kind of follow behind and keep an eye on them.
Oh, yeah.
And I think a third group to be kind of stashed out on the route they were going to take. Or some such. To see if you could capture a few of them to find out what's going on.
Yeah, some roundabout like that.
I'll be right back.
So you all thought off kidnappers. Rigajig and Indispensable made up. I freaking missed everything.
Well,
They're not like best buds, but they're on friendlier terms now.
We made up in an aspect of, hey, there's someone to fight, and we both need to fight them. Not, hey, buddy, let's go get a milk in the canteen. It's, let's go beat the crap out of this guy we don't like.
Yeah, it's classic superhero crossover protocol.
It's like Batman and Guy Gardner.
Yeah,
They don't like each other, but they can work
Hopefully not.
together if Starro the Conqueror shows up.
yeah. Hopefully not exactly like those two, because I'd like a showdown to last more than one punch.
I don't know. I like the idea of them arguing and walking off.
No, I just mean
Indispensable is just holding Rigajig's rig. He didn't even realize he pulled it off.
Oh, right.
Because that's happened to Guy at least once. Though the New 52, Batman pulls out on Hal Jordan.
Yeah, that's right. He's the new GL rival now.
Well, it was New 52. Everybody New 52 was basically Guy Gardner. So
Let's not start there. Save that for Wednesday or whatever your regular podcast.
I missed anything?
We digress talking about Hal Jordan or Guy Gardner and Batman, comparing them to Rigajig and Indispensable, on how they're getting along with facing a common enemy, but they're not like buddies.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to start today off with Lacuna.
Yay.
Oh,
I just love being the center of attention.
I don't know. You're actually in a pretty good mood. You had a pretty good day, but you're in your room, doing some homework or something. You hear a noise, like somebody breaking some glass. You step out into the hallway just as there starts to be some shouting.
Do you use the sonar station for anything?
Suddenly, Brady runs up to you and is pulling you towards the basement door.
Oh.
He starts not shoving you down the stairs like he's throwing you down the stairs, but kind of pushing you down there, telling you to hide. You hear some more commotion, and then your point of view changes. Now you're looking into your parents' living room from outside. Then you move forward and you dive through the glass. You see your father getting, you see your father and your mother. They kind of get up. Your father kind of jumps up. Both of them are kind of, starting to scream and yell. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Brody running down the hallway towards your room. And then things get kind of broken up. There's little flashes of a fight, of you burying your face in your parents' necks. And then you walk to the basement door. Or rather, the perspective shifts and you're standing in front of the basement door. And this sort of gnarled, almost clawed hand, which you realize from your point of view is your hand, opens the door. Your perception changes again to you at the bottom of the stairs watching the door open.
What?
A hideous figure stands at the top of the stairs staring down at you. I'm sorry, Lacuna. It wasn't meant to turn out like this. And then you sit up in bed. Blessed Thorn.
Mm-hmm.
In the next little room over, you hear screaming.
I ran out to see what's going on.
You get up, you run to the door, you fling the door open.
Yeah.
And you see something blur past you, and then start knocking on Lacuna's door at high speeds. It's just a quick. You realize it's one of your other roommates. what was her name? 15 students. I don't have everybody's first names. Nicole, Friendly Fire. And she's calling out, Lacuna, are you okay in there?
I'll use my TK to open the door. Forcibly if need be.
Zach, would Lacuna have her door locked?
I'm gonna say he habitually locks it.
All right.
So no.
Oh, you said she purposely locks it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I force it open?
What level is your TK at?
4.
Give me a roll. Give me a roll then. If it was a little bit higher than that, it wouldn't be an issue at all. But
Sure. Let me just open up my character here. So is this a pure strength roll, or I assume I don't have to coordinate to actually grab hold of it? Is that right?
oh yeah, this is just rolling the strength.
Okay. So can I grab?
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
So yeah, you grab the.
Oh,
Well, it's not so much that you grab the doorknob and do anything. You just kind of reach out and shove the door. You hear the door frame splinter. As you and Friendly Fire step in, you know back behind you, you hear Amber's door open. She kind of comes out. What's going on? What? Who is screaming?
Let's look at the state. Is she awake and screaming, or still in the dream and screaming?
Basically, as you're pushing, the first thing you see when you push the door open is her sit up straight up in bed.
Okay.
All right, Lacuna, you're now awake.
I reflexively grab the nearest heavy thing and throw it at the open door.
Give me a coordination roll.
Okay. Ooh, I rolled well, but was it well enough?
Let's see. Zach rolled a 9.
I got a 7.
Let's see. Friendly Fire went in front of you. So let me roll for her. And how strong is Lacuna?
7.
Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, whatever it is you chunked, the bedside table, I guess. Yeah, it catches Nicole just center mass. She goes flying back right into Blessed Thorn, and they both go flying out the door.
Oh, do I hurt her with my aura of 4?
Yeah, it's like she got thrown into a thorn bush. You hear oof, ah!
Ooh.
Amber looks over at the two of you, and then she doesn't walk into the room. She peeks around the door at Lacuna as Nicole is quickly trying to scramble off of Blessed Thorn, is like fiddling with her clothes like she's trying to pop thorns out.
Ah, hold still. Hold.
I'm going to say that Lacuna has transitioned to screaming, "Stay out! I'll kill you! Stay out!" At the top of her lungs.
Amber's like, I'm not coming in, and she just kind of waves. It's Amber. We heard you screaming. We were just gonna check on you.
Sorry, who'd I hit? I threw something, right? Who'd I hit? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. So, her breath is clearly knocked out of her, but she's trying to talk. Yeah, I'm good.
Sorry, had a bad dream, I think.
How often
Real bad one.
how often do these nightmares happen?
GM, how long has it been since I've had one of these nightmares?
It's been a couple of weeks. The school has really been a distraction. It's not, usually you don't remember the dreams too clearly. It's just kind of nightmarish. You're kind of remembering. This is the first time you ever had that weird perspective of you being the attacker, though.
It's been a minute since I've had that dream.
Would it be fair to
think.
say? Would it be fair to say that Blessed Thorn may have been keeping track of the nightmare eruptions, given that just building off of the initial interest that she had shown in Lacuna's biological plight condition?
It's possible. That first week of school, it's possible she might have had a nightmare you'd have noticed, or she might have mentioned a bad dream or something.
Okay. Well, I'll mark that in my my journal of Lacuna nightmare sightings. Hope that's not creepy or anything.
No, I think that's funny. It's neat. It's interesting.
I'm not getting nosy and asking what's in your nightmares. I'm just noting the frequency.
Yeah.
I'll call it your nightmare calendar.
But Lacuna, this is also the first time you can remember the creature speaking to you in the dreams at all.
Just gonna
Interesting.
smack the side of my head a few times and keep that to myself. Get out of bed and go over to Friendly Fire or help her up. And do the same for Thorn if she'll take my hand.
I will not, because I'm used to never wanting to make contact with anyone.
Yeah.
I'll just lift myself up telekinetically.
She doesn't climb up so much as she just kind of, it's like her heels are a hinge, she's kind of up, straight up.
Wow. That was kind of cool.
I think I've still got a thorn or two in my back. Can one of y'all pull it out?
Oh, sorry.
Sure, turn around.
Lacuna, you also noticed where once your perspective changed in the dream, you were ravenously hungry. Some of that hunger seems to have bled over. You're still peckish. As you're helping pluck these, pluck the thorns out, there's little bits of blood on the end of the thorn.
Oh.
They didn't go in deep, but they definitely pierced the skin. Nobody else reacts like they can smell it, but you can smell it.
I'm going to just unconsciously pop it into my mouth.
Well, Friendly Fire's back is to you, so she doesn't notice. Amber just stares at you horrified.
Would, because of my quality, the presence of the divine is agony, would putting the thorn in my mouth actually cause me pain?
Actually, yes. The second it touches your tongue, it's, I don't know, think of something really, your reaction to like something really bitter.
So just put a whole ass unripe persimmon in my mouth.
You're just kind of a hope.
Oh, so it's not the thorn that does physical damage; it's the actual taste. That whatever I have for blood is unpleasant to Lacuna.
Well, it's just the fact that you are literally a divine being.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because of the
Like your
Touching the
thorn,
divine,
she just popped something divine into her mouth. She was attracted by the blood.
that divine allergy thing you have going on.
Yeah, so yeah.
I'm thinking, I feel like I have a mouthful of cotton ball.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, I feel like Thorn might not feel great about that sort of thing. Like the idea that she could be like literally put repugnant to who's supposed to be her teammate. Of course, I know you don't mean it, but
yeah.
But I feel like being a god in a teenager's body, but a kind of teenager that's bound to be a little off-putting.
Doubling down on the sensitivity towards the repulsion.
Yeah.
Friendly fire turns around. What?
What happened?
What happened?
Nothing. I'm hungry.
Amber's still just looking at you like, do you want me to get one of your drink boxes out of the fridge?
Sure, that sounds lovely. I'm going back in my room now. Nicole, you might want to get some rubbing alcohol on your back or something. Yeah, I'm out. Bye. I just
Amber
back
walks
into
back
bed.
over and hands you the little, almost looks like a Capri Sun pouch, just with no branding on it. You also
Bite into it.
Yeah, that's it. You also don't get a straw because you don't need it.
Yeah. Rat.
It's probably beef.
Yeah.
I wonder if they change it up to give you variety. This one's beef, this one's pig, this one's goat.
This one's chicken.
This one we got from the blood bank. It was just a day or two after expiration. It should be fine. It was marked down.
Just gonna crawl into bed and just sing sorry constantly as I do it. Not even trying to make eye contact with anyone.
So you push your door shut. It kind of stays shut. There will need to be some repairs done before you can actually, lock it again. Let's see. But yeah. So you go back to bed, but Amber, Nicole, and Blessed Thorn are still standing outside. And Amber just looks over at Blessed. Did you see that?
Yeah. Okay, listen, girls, listen. And Blessed Thorn is whispering at this point. I will keep an eye on her and keep her under control. You don't have to worry. I think I can. I think I am not as vulnerable as you are to her hungers.
And Nicole's like, what did she do? And Amber fills her in. She pulled one of those thorns out and she looked at it for a second, then she popped it in her mouth like it was candy.
Listen.
Amber's getting gradually louder as she talks.
Listen.
I'm sorry.
I'm just picturing her going, is that mint?
Well, like I said, she popped it in there, and then it almost immediately had the reaction of, puh.
Thorn will, let's see. Thorn says, listen, this is not something she is choosing to do. It is her curse, it is her condition. And again, I say, I am immune. Well, I believe that my divine eagers are overpower her, and therefore I do not have to worry about her uncontrolled no, she doesn't say uncontrolled. I do not have to worry about her bloodlust, her hungers. No, she calls it hungers. The way that you two might. Do you understand what I'm saying? I can help it. Yeah, I can try to help protect you. I start mentioning if there are any versions of folklore in the Yoruba tradition, something akin to like garlic warding off vampires, whatever other plant life I may know of that could be warding off. Whether it's true or not, I would offer to grow some around and like, grow it around the room just to if it only gives some semblance of peace of mind to Amber and Nicole. Blessed Thorn would offer that.
Amber takes them. Nicole doesn't seem to be as freaked out.
Okay, yeah. And she did. Even though it was her blood, she didn't witness it.
Yeah, she didn't witness it, and she knows she does fire stuff. So,
no, that's true.
Not that she wants to set anybody on fire, mind you, but if push came to shove,
she had to. Yeah, well, push already came to shove.
Well, that was a table. She hit me with a table.
Yeah, true.
But half the student body is super strong. That probably happens on a daily basis.
Yeah, that's really. That's just gym class. So yeah, I'd offer to grow, I don't know, garlic, mistletoe, whatever. Maybe around like the door frames or something. Try to pass it off as it wouldn't surprise me if I can only imagine that Blessed Thorn would have already personalized the common area with some plant life. I can only imagine it's something she would have already done, but she'll change it up and hopefully it won't seem as obvious. Not like I hope it wouldn't just be like a bunch of like holy thorns appearing out of nowhere the very day after the breakout.
How do these flowers downstairs get replaced with garlic plants?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look, steaks.
Well, here's another question: does it actually make Lacuna uncomfortable to have that around?
I don't think that's one of her weaknesses or anything.
I don't think it was specified in the.
Yeah, garlic's kind of passé as far as vampire weaknesses are concerned these days.
I'm gonna say it probably doesn't react well with her system.
Okay, maybe that's
I'm trying to go for a very classic vampire, just that she's growing into
It's like
that classic vampire.
It's like she doesn't have the full suite of powers yet, but not all the weaknesses either.
She's gonna stay away from Italian food.
You never know.
Remember that scene from Fully Doing the Shadow? What are on those fries? Garlic.
Just pushes them over to the table to pay.
Yo.
Big guy for okay, Nicole and Amber nod their heads. Then Nicole kind of looks over Thorn's shoulder and gives a big jump. Oh. Kayla, go back to bed.
What?
And when you turn around, Kayla is leaning. It looks like her upper body's leaning out of the wall. Did somebody yell over here? Is everybody okay? I thought I heard screaming.
We're fine.
You sure?
Yes.
Because I also then I heard like a thump or something. Y'all aren't fighting, are you?
We're rearranging furniture.
We'll do it in the morning. We're trying to sleep. And then she pulls herself back into the shadow of the wall. Putty, rig-a-jig, y'all blissfully sleep for the night.
Again.
Make it a quality.
I think at this point we've established Putty is a heavy sleeper.
It's now canon. Be in the middle of a fight, I'll just give you a determination point. Putty falls asleep around.
Damn it!
Turns out he has narcolepsy.
But so the next morning, security seems to be. I mean, security has been it's been on an uptick since the robot thing. But you seem to have a lot of extra people wandering around in the morning as y'all are going to class. At one point, you see Wolf Witch talking to several of them.
Are they dressed in like uniforms, like school uniforms or costumes? or just nondescript everyday clothes?
They're dressed in security outfit. I mean, you've got a few security guards around the campus, and you've had more lately. They're in the typical security uniforms. Like I said, you see 2 or 3 of them talking to Wolf Witch at one point.
Wolf Witch doesn't talk to people.
She does.
Clear
When
veto.
she wants them to do something for her. Then she can talk very commandingly to them.
Tony will whisper to Rigajig, I wonder if she's threatening to eat their souls.
I don't. I'm trying to think of a word other than bigoted for what you just said.
Well, I'm just saying, there were some rumors about Wolf Witch going around.
Yeah, and she's like been around for like a couple 100 years. It'd be more than rumor at this point if she actually did it. Like if she was actually running around eating souls for 200 years, I'm pretty sure someone would know.
I'm sure all the teachers have rumors flying around.
Right.
I guess they're kind of taking the whole robot stealing blood from people thing seriously.
Imagine that.
As y'all are walking by, Wolf Witch looks up and sees you. And just, one of the guards is still talking, and she just walks away. Headed over to her job.
That's not suspicious.
Wait, are all
I'll
four
try
of us
not to make
together at
eye
this point?
contact with her since...
Yeah, y'all will have met. This will be as y'all meet up, headed towards your homeroom. So she walks to you. Good morning, children.
Good
Good
morning.
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 Did y'all sleep well last night?
I never sleep back. I kind of want to sleep now, but I need to keep a day schedule, so I try and make myself sleep at night. That doesn't go too well. I vomit up coffee, so I can't really drink that anymore. How's your morning going, ma'am?
I've been wandering around the campus since 4 a.m.
That sounds like it sucks.
Yes. Some of my wards were triggered last night. Something tried to come onto the campus.
Oh. That's probably not good.
We're not certain what, and the wards skip it out. So there's nothing to be too concerned about.
Was 4 a.m. right around the time of the nightmare?
Yes.
Was it something magic?
Something supernatural, yes. That's how it triggered. That's why it would have triggered the wards, and not mundane threats are dealt with by mundane security. At least in theory. She stays laser focused on Lacuna, though. So you didn't sleep well last night. Did you sleep like you normally sleep last night?
In a bed? Yeah, I slept in a bed.
Eyes narrow. Don't think because you're dead there aren't things I can do to you.
Ooh.
What? I don't know what you mean.
I don't
Penny's
appreciate
gonna
sass.
nudge Rigajig
I wasn't
really
trying
hard.
to be sass. This is just how I sound.
I
I'm very tired all the time.
I nudge Rigajig and I'm like, I told you.
What did you tell him?
He said you were balls.
Hold on. I'm very angry at my friend right now. Champ, I want to tell you, if something's dead, normally the soul is left to the body. If you're claiming the Wolf Witch eats souls, how can she eat the soul of something that empirically would not have a soul? Come on, man.
He's having some feels about coffee.
It could be like when you lick the bowl after a really good soup. And...
Hey, now you're making it weird, Thorn. God, my friends suck.
I didn't want to be part of this, Lacuna. I had the magic teacher that I actually like and want to learn magic from come up and start saying mean words. I tried to defend her. My friend said a bad thing about her, and now she's mad at us.
She reaches out and pats you on the head. Why don't you boys go ahead to class?
Well, no, because now you're threatening a friend of mine. I've got to stay and make sure she's okay.
Look, children. Did anything unusual happen last night while you were sleeping? Did anything wake you up? Did anything odd go on?
I had a bad dream. It's been a while since I had it.
What did this dream involve?
You know, PTSD flashbacks, getting attacked by a monster, everyone I love dying, that sort of stuff.
Yes, that does leave scars for a while.
It's kind of weird too. It's like I got the great big expansion pack version with the alternate camera angles where I got to meet my family too. That was fun.
You got
If you have any more dreams like that, let me know.
maybe to wait on you?
I guess one isn't bad enough.
Or kind of better thing?
No problem. Sorry about the trouble.
All right, everybody off to class.
You would think that one night such a nightmare would be enough to cause concern, but apparently not. Shows how much how much are these teachers supposed to care for us anyway? How much are these teachers really looking out for us?
I think they're probably doing what they can.
I
Also,
think this school is
what
weird.
what could she do about a bad dream?
She's the wolf
can't-
witch.
You can't drug somebody to sleep when drugs don't affect them.
I'm sure the wolf witch can find a way if she just puts her mind to it.
And right now, she's putting her mind to some magic thing that tried to get on the campus. This is the one time something tried to get on campus and it got stopped. Look, I'm not complaining about this one. As Rigid clearly shows who his favorite teacher is.
At this point, Wolf Witch is gone, right?
Yeah, y'all have walked on past her at this point.
And do Putty and Rigajig know about Lacuna? And I think was Thorn with you when they broke into
The
the
library?
library?
No, we were not.
yeah.
We were not there
No.
for the library.
Blessed
Well,
Lord
it
and
was
Lacuna
there,
know
but do we
that.
know
And
about it?
as far
Yeah, that
as
was
I
just
know, they haven't told anybody.
No.
Yes. Probably. I've been behind on reading up for some reason, but for now, let's say no.
Okay.
Yeah, we are still blissfully unaware that our teammates did bad things.
Bad things.
Yeah. So y'all get to
We hope-
homeroom. Teacher, greets everybody, asks how you're doing. She doesn't specifically ask about how you slept or anything.
Right on the edge of this.
The next few classes go, uneventfully. It's school. You get into the magic class, and you're not sure, Rigajig, but you think Wolfwitch may actually call on you more than usual.
In like a good way or a bad way? Because like to me that seems like a good way. I get to know if I'm right. But
Well, just if there's a question, your hand goes up. You get called on more often.
okay, yeah, that's a little bit of favoritism. I'm cool with this.
So it's Rigajig who wants to learn about magic.
Yes,
Gotcha.
because in character, nobody knows. Out of character, yeah, Rigajig's entire structure is made by a metal that he makes via magic.
Oh yeah, because you're empowered by the Star Founders or whatever those aliens are called.
Star Forgers.
Thank you.
Well, not empowered. I'm just using their weird metal.
He's reverse engineered some of their stuff.
That's
And
okay.
made a crappy human version of it.
Hey, I've discovered how to make a knockoff of vibranium. What kind of neat stuff can I do with that?
Derived from the Star Fortress.
Yeah.
And Lacuna, you're not sure. She may be keeping a close eye on you, but she keeps a close eye on you pretty regular, it seems like. So, don't know if it's because you're part of the supernatural community like she is, or
The
is she
whole
waiting for you to eat half the class?
thing. Fair caution.
I'm convinced she has it out for Lacuna.
Well, she's a couple centuries old. She's very old-fashioned. Look, vampires are supposed to be staked. It's just the way it is.
I think I remember the jump. It's like right here about where I'm at. And it's that guard in the way.
But
And Blessed Thorns thinks she just doesn't care.
Blessed Thorn has a low opinion of the staff.
She does, unfortunately.
Blessed
Gods will do
Thorn
that.
needs to
Gods
talk
will
to the
be-
manager.
Gods will be judging. What can I say?
Blessed Thorn, Blessed
Teacher
Karen.
and a god and a divine being. She is going to hate teachers.
Yeah, she's showing restraint so far. I figure. Asking her to test her abilities on the first day. The nerve.
The sheer unmitigated gall of these people.
Mm-hmm.
So at lunch, you have a couple of students come by. Specifically, Indispensable comes by and talks to you. Wants to know if y'all are ready to kind of roll out the plan tonight. He is chomping at the bit to get back out there.
I think maybe we should wait like a few days. You didn't hear this from us, but something tried to get on campus. Something, spooky. It didn't, but
Oh, is that why we had the extra guys walking around?
yeah, it could be.
Like
They could've
like
just-
rent-a-cops with tasers are going to protect us for anything.
Well,
you don't know what those guys are.
and Rigajig will take a moment. The fact that this is the first time something magical has tried to get in may mean it's another problem. It may not be the same, it may not be the guys we're going after. It may be another thing we have to look out for.
Yeah, that's true. If the other guys were using robots, how many people use robots and magic?
Rigajig knows.
Rigajig just says, "Yeah, it's an unusual combination."
Anyone who did that would have to be like an absolute dork. Just the biggest dork.
Totally Losersville.
I don't want to go that hard. Dorks can be cool. Right, Rigajig?
Almost.
Yeah.
Indispensable just laughed. No, that's cute that you think that. But all right, we'll hold off another day or two if you want to.
You okay, buddy?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I didn't mean to hurt your feelings like that. I was just
What's
playing
wrong,
around.
man?
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's just And Rigajig's like, you know what? This is as good a time as any. And Rigajig's like, it just pulls out the rune stone. It's like, yeah, I use this to help form my suit. I use magic technology at the same time.
Oh.
We just sat here and had a 5-minute discussion making fun of me.
No.
No, man, the runestone's cool.
Well, I'm gonna walk into the sun, like the actual sun.
No, it's okay. We were just poking fun. It happens.
Or just size. Our entire team is alienated from one another.
Such as high school, though.
Yeah, right.
You and your best friend, you're gonna stab him in the short ribs.
It's like
We all just fell apart.
every-
We all had a bad day making fun of each other until we fell apart as a team.
everybody needs a good cry at high school.
The same thing happened to the champions of LA.
All right. Trying to remember y'all's class schedule. Realize I've got it written down somewhere.
Tactics might be next. I vaguely remember Tactics coming after Magic.
That sounds right.
Oh, P8. Next is Landshark.
Yep.
That's Dr. Professor Landshark.
Nah, I think it was just Coach. That's right. Y'all have lunch before intro to the Mystic. So indispensable to talk to you, then y'all would have gone to Wolf Witch's class.
So all the cool superhero lessons are in the afternoon. That's right. But mornings are for boring, mundane stuff.
English, social studies, tactics, the boring stuff.
Oh, Tactics is in the morning. Okay, never mind.
But it is sandwiched in with, all the other boring stuff. Well, you got science at the end of the day.
But that's science with a capital S and an exclamation point at the end. Or is it?
Not first year.
No, right. Of course.
Science becomes science later.
Science!
Alright, so PE's kind of a free period. Some of the kids are playing basketball. Now, Lacuna, are you the type to be out playing basketball, or are you gonna be one of the ones sitting on the bleachers?
I think at one point she would be the kind to play basketball, but she's I think at this juncture she's sitting on the bench with the book.
Alrighty, let's see where it was. Amber. Alright, Amber does not have PE with you. So yeah, you're sitting on the bench. I don't know, reading, whatever it is you do. I can't tell you what the weird kids on the bench at PE were doing. I was too busy reading. And you kind of nod off a little bit.
Oh, boy.
Or they could just
Yeah, not like full on you lay down and sleep, but you're kind of, your head's kind of bobbing. Every now and then you kind of rouse up a little bit and you go back to reading a few lines and you kind of nod off again. And you jerk awake. You could have swore you heard somebody tell you should be asleep now. Go to sleep. You shouldn't be up at this time.
Yeah, no kidding. Wait, what?
But you look around, you don't see any. You're pretty sure it was a guy's voice, but you don't see any guys around. I mean,
Within speaking.
Yeah, they're off playing basketball, and Coach Brady is on the other. What was Landshark's name? Brody.
Brody, yeah.
Yep. Coach Brody is on the other side of the gym.
No, it was supposed to be someone that already building.
I'm gonna look around. Like, what are are they like just wooden bleachers built into the gym, or are they like movable little stand.
The fancy motorized plastic ones now.
Yeah, they retract up until they're flat against the wall, and then they can roll out to like the full size, bleachers you'd have on either side of a basketball gym.
Well, ain't that fancy?
During school, they usually just have the bottom 2 or 3. They have it pulled out far enough for like 2 or 3 rows. Totally describing the ones we had at the gym at school.
Yeah, like you're very actively describing the ones we had in school.
Well, I'm sorry, I can go to some highfalutin school with robotic seats.
Well, time out. We only had one. We had two sets of bleachers. One was the old ones, and one was the new ones when I was there.
Yeah.
And we had the old gym. The old gym had the old flimsy wooden ones.
I loved the wooden ones because they were angled, so you could run on them.
Yep, if you pushed them up, they were still at an angle. And if you ran fast enough across the gym, you could run up the things and kind of like skateboarders do. It's terribly unsafe. I'm not sure why the teachers let us do it.
We had the old freestanding, metal bleachers, and they should not have let us sit on those. They wobbled if one person was sitting on them, let alone a whole class. We should have died repeatedly.
Yeah, we had the old gym and the new gym. They built the new gym, I think, when I was in 4th grade before I actually started at that school. And we still called it the new gym when I was graduating. So. They'd actually torn down all of the old building except the old gym.
Well, do I see anyone under the bleachers?
No, there's nobody under the bleachers.
I'm just going to get a little paranoid and go back to reading my book, which is absolutely not a trashy romance novel. Shut up.
Well, people keep suggesting Twilight to you, so you just thought you'd try it.
There is a knight and a dragon on the cover. It can't be a trashy romance novel. It just has trashy romance novels in it. Trashy romance elements in it.
So yeah, that little, you got a little alarm there, so you stay awake the rest of the class. You don't hear anything else. Throughout the day, you have let's see, Putty. At some point during PE, Eric gets over next to you, and kind of like indispensable up at lunch. He asks you, "Hey, are we planning to do anything tonight?"
All for it.
So what time? If we are, what time are we get together?
He says, "How about midnight?"
Okay, how many of us are going?
Yeah, well, we'll have to see who wants to go. But I bet my friends will go.
I kind of doubt it.
Okay.
I'm not going to get there.
Are we bringing Indispensables team?
Well, I thought we were supposed to, do it one team at a time.
Well, we're supposed to have the bait team and then like the support team.
Right. So I think maybe it'll be our turn to be bait team. Give Indispensables team a break. Let them be backup.
All right.
As I say all this without any of my friends' input whatsoever.
Completely oblivious to Indispensable and Rigajig's entire conversation at lunch.
Right.
Thought we were beside each other for that conversation.
He was eating, man. He was distracted.
Lacuna gave me her damn fries. I had extra food to eat.
Uh,
It's like, man, I am all rested up. I'm ready to go. So I will try and finagle everyone into actually going out tonight, even though they want to take it easy.
Uh-oh, somebody's not happy.
Oh, she's trying to pull her little box. Little toy box.
Ah.
I'm not strong enough, but if I yell at it, maybe it will move.
She took her first couple steps the other day.
Oh.
You're kidding. Way to go.
Now she'll be all over the house and into everything before you know it.
Mm-hmm.
She just needs to get her confidence up.
What?
Bad little baby.
All right, so y'all end up finishing off. You know, you go from PE to your science class.
Girl, it's not.
When Indispensable walks into the room, he's giving Rigajig a bit of a stink eye. And walks over. I thought you said we weren't doing anything tonight.
I mean, thought, is it accurate? I actively told you I'm not doing anything tonight. Why? Is someone else doing something?
Why am I getting another? That's weird.
What's that? What's that, Chris?
I got another invite from Zoom from Nerd Eternal.
Oh, and
Well,
you're back.
you had locked up, and I posted it in the chat. I thought you had shut it off to turn it back on, but I guess it just kicked
No,
you.
I missed that, but looks like I'm back, I think.
Yep. Let me just slide it all around because it flipped you and Mike. So
Back in a second.
all right, we should be good to go. So yeah, Rigajig's going. You know, I told you I wouldn't do anything. And what was you asked me if somebody else was planning something?
Did someone else plan something?
And he just immediately turns and looks at Putty. Well, he told Eric to meet at midnight.
What? So, yeah, aren't we doing that? Isn't that a thing?
Today is just a malady for you, isn't it?
He overslept. That's what it is.
I'm sorry, man. I've had so much sleep. I'm just wired, and yeah.
You were next to us in the lunchroom when I explicitly said you should probably wait.
But is that really a good idea? Sorry, I'm just picturing my obnoxious 14-year-old self.
From like one row over, you see Eric listening to this conversation. So are we doing something or not? And he looks from Putty to Indispensable to Rigajig.
You know, I'll look at it, it's like, come on, guys. There's bad guys out there trying to abduct, students.
Yes, and this is the one time the teachers have been able to do something to stop it, which means we have a little extra time to prep.
But what was the one thing the teachers did to stop it?
something magical tried to get in, and some wards stopped it from getting in.
Right.
Like, that's all we know, but like, it's something. Because they wouldn't admit to something trying to get in unless they could actually stop it.
Well, I suppose you have a point there.
So it was. So are we doing something or not? And then you're interrupted by a teacher as Dr. Weiss Dr.
Like,
Weiss walks in. You're doing something. You're sitting down. You're taking your seat.
Come on, guys.
As indispensable starts walking to his seat. Well, what do you do a vote? Show of hands. Everybody wants to do something tonight. Indispensable's hand goes up.
Putty holds up too.
Eric kind of slowly raises a hand.
Oh my god, you're idiots.
Motion carries.
Rigajig just stews in his own anger at this. There's no stopping it.
He can help or he just let them put themselves at risk. That's his choices.
I know. The only choice is to
And Putty's
be ready to pull them out of the fire.
Putty's thinking to himself, "This is what you all get for letting me sleep."
I want to be involved in things, but no, y'all just left me.
Oh, and you three can be the forward and the backup team. We might come help.
All right. So that night, y'all are meeting up. You found a spot where there's not a lot of patrols to do your initial meetup. So it's y'all's team, Indispensable's team, and Eric's team that show up. Eric tells you that he's let the other two teams know that y'all are doing something. So if it goes bad and you have to call for backup, everybody knows to kind of be ready. Everybody's kind of like half sleeping, half in their uniforms that they got them or whatever.
Yeah, Andy. You have seen Andy and Terrell drive theirs in
Yeah.
the dock area.
But so Indispensable volunteers to be part of the bait team. He figures him, Friendly Fire from Eric's team, just because they're both fast. Quark, because he can shrink to avoid stuff pretty easily. And both of them had gone out with Indispensable before, so it won't, if somebody's watching, it would look pretty normal for them to be sneaking out.
Do we have anyone that knows magic? To at least some degree.
Oh, let's see. Eric does. Let's see. Eric's team. It's Eric, Kayla, Friendly Fire, and Geist. Indispensable has got Amber and Jasmine and Quark. Yes, Amber knows a little bit about magic.
All right. Because remember, we are after, these people trying to catch us. If something magical starts happening, we've got to pull out, because then we've got two things going on at the same time. We don't know what's happening.
Amber kind of nods. She's like, well, I can fly, so I could be up like way high, keeping an eye on people. Way high at night, nobody's gonna notice me.
I mean, do you have a way of actually seeing things on the ground if you're that high?
She reaches down to her little pouch and pulls out a pair of binoculars.
That'll work.
And, and she points at Indispensable. And, he's bright yellow. Let's see. So that's going to be the forward team. Which will leave...
Is Amber on the forward team also?
Yeah, she'll be out with those, but she'll just be way up above them.
Okay.
Where the rest of you are kind of hanging back with Kayla, so if there's an emergency, well, I'll take that back. She was going to deposit y'all where y'all could hide somewhere on the route Indispensable's group was going to take. Then she was going to jump back to the school and wait for y'all to text her either for extraction or if she needs to bring reinforcements. Kind of like she did that first night. She's very excited to be part of this, even if she's mostly having to hang back. And like I said, the other two groups, Stonehenge's team, though he's not the quote unquote head of the team. And Molly's group are waiting in reserve.
At least there's someone I can trust in reserve.
Putty will pat Rigajig on the back. He's like, look, dude, I know you're mad, but come on, man, you're awesome. We can take this. We can do this.
There hasn't been a single night of this, Putty, that I've wanted to be a part of.
Are you still here?
I just want to learn magic in peace.
Okay. So
This is all an incredibly bad idea. Half the reason I even went along with it is because I just want to be able to say I told you so when someone dies. I don't want to die. I'm tired of people dying. Dying sucks. No one's allowed to die, okay?
Dying is not fun. That's why we're looking for the bad guys.
Being kidnapped and tortured isn't fun. That's why I don't want anyone kidnapped and tortured.
Alright, so Indispensable and his team take off. They break out of the school the old-fashioned way. A combination of for some of them it's a combination of high speed, Amber or Starlight Jim as she goes by, when she's like in costume, and she got like this big stone, crystal amulet thing she wears. That y'all notice even in class she wears it, but she keeps it tucked under her uniform in class. But she seems to cast some sort of illusion over herself where y'all, don't notice her, and then she takes off. Everybody had pulled out their phones and kind of map of the city. Here's where we're going. Here's a couple of good ambush points that y'all can keep an eye on. And Kayla takes you off and drops you like on a rooftop. And then you just wait for Indispensable's team to come by. And if they get jumped when they get to you, it's in the neighborhood. So I want everybody on watch to give me awareness rolls.
So that's us, right?
Are we all on
that's you.
watch?
Because I don't think any of y'all went on the
No, we're not on the forward team.
forward team.
Oh, nice.
That will probably be Zach's best roll of the day.
fitting, considering what I accidentally just saw in our pictures.
Who won, huh?
I think I accidentally gained access to an image I wasn't supposed to.
You hacked the files.
It's possible. I was putting a image in the system today, and it may already have flashed up to show the players. It's unimportant.
Yeah, because you weren't really putting that there for a reason. It was just.
It's there for later.
It just looked pretty.
All right, so you need to beat a 6.
Oh,
Lacuna got an 11. All right, so everybody succeeds.
Well, that's good.
So y'all sit up on one rooftop. Eric, Geist, and Sub-Zero, another member of Indispensable's team, are set up, on a rooftop earlier in the route. You get the occasional reports of, we ran across a mugger, we stopped a mugger, because the bait team is going out and doing these typical vigilante stuff they were doing before. It's been about a week since the previous incident. Y'all were going to wait a little while before you did it again, because his group doesn't go out every night. You go out that often, you're bound to get caught.
Oh, we're doomed to get caught anyway, especially since we have the entire class. It's like those cool things at school. A couple of people are doing things, they're going to get away with it. When the whole class gets involved, it's over.
Mm-hmm. Lacuna, you're the first person to notice it. Somebody's watching you.
Like, is it a feeling, or do I actually see somebody?
It starts off as kind of a feeling. You start scanning the surrounding buildings. And there's a building across the street and, down one that you think you see somebody standing in a window. When you point it out, everybody else can easily see it. You're like, hey, is that is there somebody over there? And then when y'all look over the building, yeah, there's definitely somebody kind of standing, in the window, standing in the shadows. With the light of the room. It's like the light is turned off, but maybe the door is open and there's a light out in the hallway or something. So it's kind of silhouetting him a little bit. Though with your massive success, Lacuna, as y'all are all staring at that, you realize it's like a corner office, picture a corner office, where you're seeing him through the window that faces the street. And you realize that side window, it's in the shadow, so it's hard to tell that the glass is gone until the curtain kind of billows out a little bit, and you realize that's broken.
Oh,
what's broken?
The side window.
Oh,
not the window the guy's standing in front of, but right around the corner from him. It'd be going into the same room though.
Right, as if that figure had to break in to get the vantage point.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might have B&E going on.
So Rigajig's also seeing that, correct?
Right. None of y'all notice the window until she points to it.
Yeah.
And like I
What
said,
floor is
even
this
then
on?
you don't really see it until the curtain kind of blows out. And it's like the sixth story of a, I don't know, 8 or 9 story building, and it's about the 6th story.
Yeah, that's gonna get a message to the team that we have someone that's watching us after breaking through a window on the sixth floor of a building. It's someone with powers is watching us.
Now you get a text back from Eric and Indispensable. You need us to stop what we're doing and get over there.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
Expect it to be more than one. So, be careful on entry.
All right. You get both of them text you back. On our way. Let's see. Eric's group would have to call in Kayla to move them. To move them with any rapid speed. Oh, there she is. Yeah. Just making sure Sub-Zero didn't have anything where she could move a bunch of people. And then I closed her file by mistake. Alright. So Indispensable and Friendly Fire are definitely headed your way. One of them could carry Quark. And Amber's a flyer, so. But,
Do you think we should, move in case they need backup?
We should definitely stay ready, but we have to do something to keep him watching us. If we all just started getting ready to fight him, I think he'd notice.
a few blocks away, you start hearing some commotion. Sounds like a fight. You get a text from Kayla. We found some of the guy. We found some of the guy with the shock sticks. Or Indispensable group found, Bait group found some of the guys with the sticks, and have been engaged. We're backing them up. Are y'all okay?
We're good. It's just they were on our way. They were on the way to help us out with somebody with powers who's broken into a sixth floor room.
We'll redirect to you. Or we'll redirect to Indispensable's team. Alright, guys, hop on the roof. I'll get us there.
And this is, Petty's first time in real action with you guys, so he's like, "This is so cool. We're like a real superhero team."
And we're being stalked by someone with superpowers while we're doing it. I'm not enjoying any part of this.
All right, and you can carry people.
Yep, my leaping has extra passengers at a rank of 6. So I'm pretty sure that 6 is multiple city blocks, but let me double check.
That's probably at least fast helicopter speed.
It is fast helicopter speed, but
it's at least as
distance
far.
and speed are two different things.
It's at least as far as a large helicopter can leap.
I'm just picturing the rig popping out little handholds that everybody grabs onto, and then he starts spinning around.
No, like a ski gondolier.
And we'll say it's armored, so Blessed Thorn does it already by grabbing hold. Just scratches the brass up a little bit.
Huh. I seem to have lost my... Oh, there it is. Never mind. I put it in a different page than I thought I had.
All right, so everybody grabs the hold of Rigajig and he takes off.
Yeah.
Okay, 6 is a few miles. So if they're within a few miles of me, I can leap to them.
Well, now keep in mind with the benchmarks, your passenger's jet fast. Nice.
But with leaping, it's distance based. So
Well, that means you leap a few miles in one leap. That doesn't mean you're doing it all in one round, though.
yeah,
That's just how far you can go before you have to touch down and leap again.
yeah. I'm just saying, like, if they're within that distance, it's one solid leap.
Oh, yeah.
Because my leap does degrade over time.
I got you. So yeah, you leap off to where you hear the noise, and all of you got your phones set up where you can find each other. But as you leap off, Lacuna, you think you hear somebody whispering goodbye, Lacuna?
Oh crap.
Sorry, wait, what?
You think you hear a guy go goodbye, Lacuna?
Yeah, no, I was saying that in character.
Oh, okay.
Rigiji goes, "What? We didn't say anything."
Somebody just said goodbye to me.
The sentence "goodbye me" or "goodbye Lacuna"?
That. They said that. Somebody said that.
Sounds
I
kind of like the
think-
voice you heard at school.
That's not creepy at all, is it?
I think we found out who our target was with the attempted magic entry. Then
Is the figure still in the window?
Well, y'all were already leaping away, so you can't really tell at that angle anymore. But you've got a better angle of the busted window. And now, where the curtain was flapping out a little bit, when the wind would catch it, it's completely out the window now, and just kind of flowing free out there.
I'm thinking he probably should have been our target.
Oh, well,
yes, let's
Hindsight.
all fight a vampire. We're clearly stout enough for that.
Oh,
I looked up the baseline vampire stats in the bestiary book that they did, Menagerie. Lacuna would shellac a normal vampire.
That's fair, but
this is a plot vampire.
This is a plot vampire.
I don't want to fight something that can mentally talk to Lacuna. Like, Rigajig is now mid-air having the heebie-jeebies about this.
All right, but then y'all land, on the sidewalk next to an alleyway. You hear the fighting going on back in the alley. You hear Nicole complaining, "Not again."
Uh-oh.
What's happened? Is she in a net?
She's in the net again.
Probably.
She's got both hands on fire, holding one strand of the net like she's trying to melt through it. Frickin'.
All right, well, we know our role. It's time to support.
Yep.
Which one of Thorn stay close to Lacuna the entire time?
Does she need help getting out of the net? I mean, are we there yet?
Yeah, y'all run back. Y'all run back between the buildings. Two of the guys that run up and are like trying to grab either side of her net, like they're going to carry her off, but they kind of dropped. They picked her up to a couple inches and then kind of dropped her when they said the rest of you running in. You hear one of them yell out, "They've got more backup!"
So, this will really make Taylor mad. So, Rigajig, are we now all in agreement that it's time to kick ass?
We just leapt away from a stalker. Yes, go fight. Do your thing. So help me. If we have to fight each other in tactical class, though, I am beating the shit out of you tomorrow.
We really do need to do one of the tactical classes at some point.
Oh my god. I love
Sorry. I can't help it. It's like, these are teenagers.
We're all horrible, shitty people. It's fine. We're learning how to be decent people.
He's going to charge one of the guys that was trying to take her away in the net.
Okay. All right, give me a roll then.
Are we rolling initiative or just...
No, this is just gonna be a little short something. It's not gonna be a full fight.
Okay. I will roll prowess.
All right, prowess is average. Ooh, a tie. And Putty's got what, a 7 strength?
Yes, he does.
So you do 3 damage on a tie. Guy kind of grunts. Oof. And then his buddy tries to, he goes for his belt and comes up and tries to poke you with one of those cattle prod things they use. So that's also a prowess.
He's punching at me?
Yeah, he's trying to shock you.
Yeah. Oh, with the stick.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah, he ain't trying to punch you. He's trying to take
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and let him hit me with the stick, and I think hopefully I'll take it out when it hits me.
All right. So it hits you, it shocks you, or tries to shock you. And then your reflect. What does the? Let's see. Is there a roll? Is there a roll for you to use your reflection?
Yeah, there is. I think I roll up my power level.
Yes, the test is your reflection power as a reaction, with the attacking effects level as the difficulty. All right, this thing does 4 damage. So I roll that. So an 8's the number you need to beat. Give me a reflection roll.
Reflection is 5, right?
All right, it's a moderate attack. All right. You are unaffected by the attack and make a normal attack test against the attacker with the reflect attacks as a reaction. Alright, so give me another prowess.
I'll be right back.
Alright, so you rolled a 7, they rolled a 4.
And in this case, if they're using a weapon, would it get them or would it get the weapon and take it out?
Technically, it's supposed to hit them. The way I'm going to describe it, though, is you basically run the charge back into the device, causing it to kind of blow up in his hand and knock him back. I mean, it's the battery of the thing exploding, so it's not like
right.
It's not like he was holding a grenade and it went off in his hand. But
right.
Let's see. Oh no, I'm sorry. You got a major success because you beat him by 3. With a major success, you didn't actually have to roll. With a major success, it's automatic.
Oh, okay.
The effect is the same. And then let me roll his strength versus the damage the thing does. Yeah, he goes flying back. So yeah, he goes flying back. That the glove and that part of his arm is kind of burned where the battery blew up on it. He hits the ground with kind of but he kind of rolls over on his side. You can tell he's about to get. He's going to try to get back up. But he looks like the air is knocked out of him. That definitely hurt.
It's like whatever you guys are up to, you might want to rethink it.
All right, what are the rest of y'all doing?
Did we all roll initiative? Did I miss initiative rolling?
No, we're not doing
This
initiative.
is going to be a
okay,
little
we
short
just-
something, so just kind of.
Oh, I see. We're summarizing. I'm following Lacuna's lead. Since I'm staying close to her.
I'm gonna just wall up the guy trying to nab friendly fire.
Okay. One of them tried to taser Putty, and his taser thing blew up in his hand and knocked him back.
Yes.
The other guy, I think Putty has punched, so he's already looking a little wobbly.
Gonna hit him, try to hit him right in the breadbasket.
All right. All right, so you rolled an 11, he rolled a 5. So that is a major success. Give me a strength roll versus his strength, which I believe is a 2. No, his is a 3. I shortchanged him earlier. All right, so that's a major success. So you slammed him. He goes flying across the alleyway into the side of the dumpster and then just kind of lands in a heap.
Oh God, did I kill him?
You can hear him moaning.
Okay, I didn't kill you right away. That's the important part.
That would be it. That would definitely affect my permanent record. All right. Blessed. Oh, how did I get y'all's names switched up again? All right, so Blessed Thorn and Rigajig need to go.
Where exactly is the attack happening?
This is a residential area. I was using the term corner office to explain the setup at that other building, but that was actually a tenement building.
Huh.
You just had a window on both sides of this corner.
Okay, so a tenement building. Are there any trees nearby?
But yeah, y'all are a couple streets after that. But this residential area, you're kind of in an alleyway between apartments.
Oh, even better. I'm going to go ahead and I haven't used my plant mimicry power yet, but I would like to do that now.
What would you like to mimic?
reading off of the plant mimicry power listing in Great Powers, I would like to enact my or a pollen ability to initiate mind control for insects. And I don't know specifically if roaches are known to respond to pollens, but I figure I don't know. I'm sure they respond to something in the plant world, whatever that is. I'm going to start exuding it to control them and maybe try to freak out one of the guards. Just
one of those funguses that take over insects and turn them into zombies.
Oh, that's right. That's a thing.
All right, let's see here. Plant mimicry. All right, so you're basically mimicking animal control roaches.
Yes.
All right. At least I think animal control is a thing. Animal control. All right, so roaches come flooding out of the building. What is it you're wanting them to do?
Crawl over one of the Tonfa thugs, and just to kind of like gross him out into like maybe dropping his Tonfa and just like kind of like freaking out and just.
All right, give me a roll with your power level, and he will resist with his willpower.
Get in his mouth.
All right, his willpower is rather low.
Ooh, he puts up a fight though.
Yeah, he didn't roll too badly. So yeah, roaches just start swarming up this guy. He starts screaming and trying to scrape him off. And they are getting in his mouth, and he's spitting, and they're trying to get in his ears, and he's freaking out.
Is he screaming like a girl? I hope he's screaming like a girl. Get him off! Get him off!
It's a little high pitched for somebody his size.
And that's rather misogynistic to imply that all girls scream at bugs, but
yeah, why can't he scream like a boy? That would be just as fun.
Hey, I didn't say he screamed like a girl. I said he just screamed a little high pitched.
I know.
Y'all are gendering screams out
Mike
here.
Tyson would scream high pitched, but I wouldn't make fun of him to his face about it.
How about squeal like a hyena? Because fuck them hyenas.
oh, there you go.
I don't know what the hyenas did to you, but all right.
They're the last of a long and storied breed. Well, actually, I think there's at least 2 or 3 species of them still, but yeah. All right. All right, so he's got it. He has the condition. He has the. I always want to call it aspects, but I can never remember if it's aspects in this and something else in Fate, or if it's aspects in Fate and
Qualities here.
qualities.
Yeah.
That's it. Okay. So he has the quality freaked out on him that y'all can tap for free. And I will let you tap that. If y'all are trying to do something to him, or if he tries to do something to you, you can tap it to your benefit.
Cool. I'll do that more often.
So Rigajig, that leaves you.
I'm going to help get the net off of friendly fire and get a report of what exactly is happening.
She's like, we got the call from y'all, or the text from y'all, and with other guys on there, it's pretty easy to work the net off her. She's like, yeah, we were headed y'all's way. We were cut through the alleys like normal because we don't really want to be seen. And yeah, these guys just jumped us. It's like they had an ambush set up. At first it was just a couple of them shoot the nets, and then some more ran in. So I guess they had the area. They were like canvassing the area or something, or like maybe they were spread out and then kind of collapsed in on us. But as soon as they did that, Eric's team started dropping in on them, and then you guys showed up. So
Has anyone been captured?
Just me.
No shame in
Again.
that.
Yeah, they stepped out. Me and Innis Spitz were out in front, and they stepped out and shot at his bows, and he got out of the way.
Don't we have a couple of thugs that we beat up that we can try and interrogate?
Yeah, and there's more. There's more around that other people are dealing with. But when one of the now knocked out ones yelled, they've got more backup. Somebody else starts screaming to bug out. There's too many of them. Bug out, and they start running every which way. One of them's ducking down a manhole cover. One of them's just running out of the alleyway. You hear a car screech up, on the street.
I just have a feeling that Lacuna and Blessed Thorn would be really good at
Persuasion.
interrogating.
Why would you ever assume such a thing?
So, so anyway, they're all bugging out. You've got the one Lacuna knocked out. He's laying there unconscious. The one freaking out and trying to swat the bugs away is still there. And the one whose taser blew up and knocked him down, he is standing back up, but he still looks wobbly enough that he's not really trying to run yet.
Lacuna is going to try and grab that one. She doesn't want to touch someone with bugs.
All right, so you're going after the guy that just stood up?
Yeah.
All right.
It's a 12 to snatch him up by his collar.
Oh, dang. Yep, that's a massive success. So you've snatched him by his collar. Essentially, you've got him in a grapple. Basically, that's going to be like a full hold. So yeah, you've got him snatched up by the collar. He can't touch the ground. You don't have him. You lift him up off the ground initially, but you're just not really tall enough, so his feet are kind of touching the ground. Maybe they're not flat on the ground, but it's like his tiptoes are touching the ground.
Yeah.
But he can't get enough traction to try to get away from you, really.
So who do you work for? That's all I'm gonna ask.
I don't know. He may hurt me if I talk.
I'll hurt you if you don't talk, because I am very tired and I'm a little.
And then you hear a voice. Yes.
No.
Hurt him. He's an enemy. Feed on him.
I'm standing by just to see how, just in case Lacuna gets out of. And I don't hear anything, right? I
No, you don't hear. You do not hear that last part. Only Lacuna heard that last part.
And Putty will be there. He's like, Lacuna is super, super awesome, but she can be a bit moody. You do not want to piss her off.
I'm not moody. What are you talking about?
I whisper. I'm just saying it to help with the interrogation.
Oh,
Don't
I
banter,
got you.
Don't banter, Lacuna. Feed.
I'm not going to eat him. Too much shame.
Yeah. I think if Thorn gets a chance, she would like to redirect the roaches to start walking towards this guy or this particular thug, and because she's hoping that she'll be able to get him to talk before Lacuna escalates, just in case. And I hope it's not metagaming. I know I've been just like on watch over Lacuna anyway. I think it's safe to suppose that this kind of situation could be triggering.
Yeah.
Right.
Plus, it's always taking an interest in her condition. So she's probably read up on vampires.
Yeah.
It may be pop culture vampires, but still.
Yeah, like even if I don't even suspect a voice, I just know she's got the hunger.
Mm-hmm.
I just envision like a mass of roaches just like slowly creeping down the alleyway towards where we are, and then I would point that out to the thug and say, we have perhaps my friends can persuade you to answer our questions.
And if you don't believe she's moody, call her Twilight.
Yeah.
So the guy with the roaches got off her like, oh, and then he kind of looks around and realizes the how poorly things have gone. He turns around and starts to run, but he basically turns around and walks right into Eric and Quark, who put their hands on him. The guy with the roaches are marching out. It's like, oh, come on, keep those things away from me. And then he starts lifting his feet up off the ground, so Lacuna is actually standing there holding him now, because he's like pulled his legs up as far as he can so the roaches can't get to him. And they just start slowly pooling under him.
I don't know. Are you going to tell us who you work for? Do I got to shake you? Do I got to, dip your head first into the rotate?
It's the Overseer. I work for the Overseer.
That tells us nothing. Who is the Overseer?
I don't know. He wears a costume. He's
Do
one
you
of that
have
crew.
an address, a phone number, a Tinder profile, anything?
I don't go on Tinder. The look on his face tells you he totally goes on Tinder. He may not be aware that his boss is on, if his boss is on Tinder or not, but.
Lacuna's gonna squint her eyes and just hoist him over to one of the others. Go through his pockets. He probably has a phone or something on him.
Jig will rifle through the pockets.
Alright. As you're doing that, you hear an electric whine.
Oh, great.
Uh-oh.
No, it's more like something powering up.
Oh.
And then a beam strikes him in the forehead and he just slips over in Lacuna's hand.
Oh.
Oh, shit.
I drop him.
Right under the roaches. They start swarming all over him.
Well, he's
Can we
dead,
tell
right?
where the beam came from?
Was it from within?
It kind of came up.
Oh. Oh, I guess it's time to look up and see if we can see anything.
You look up at the top of the surrounding buildings. Give me awareness rolls. Not that it's going to be too hard to spot this guy. He ain't
On
really
button.
hiding.
It will be for me. Close, but not quite. Oh, hey. That looks familiar.
Yep. Yeah, y'all seen him before. Y'all didn't have a name to go with him, though.
So that wasn't who was watching us earlier. Is that correct? Yeah, because you would have shown the picture if that was who it was earlier.
You're pretty sure you didn't get a good look at whoever was in that building.
Okay.
This guy y'all saw before the last time y'all fought some of these guys. And this time he's
Yes.
got the freaky little blaster in his hand.
But we're seeing the Overseer, right?
Yes.
That Overseer picture you got.
He's overseeing us as we speak.
Indeed, indeed.
I like that outfit, by the way.
He has the high ground.
Yeah, here we go. Damn it, Obi-Wan.
The guy Eric and Quark are holding immediately starts screaming, "I ain't telling nobody nothing."
But
So, did you kill him?
You hear you hear him call down from the rooftop. Clearly, his mask has got a vocal distorter in it. I don't know. Check the hole in his head and see. And he steps away from the. He steps away from the edge of the building.
this one's sassy.
We're all going to be shocked when this Overseer turns out to be Independence Ray or something
What?
like that.
I'm gonna fly up to him.
We still have one living thug. Let's get out of here with him.
Well, you've got two. You've got the one Lacuna knocked out. The one she was holding was the one that tried to taser Putty, and it didn't work out for him.
Yeah, let's get both of them and get them back to campus.
Lacuna, you hear somebody go, that was such a waste. He's still warm, though.
Oh my
I
god.
am not eating a dead guy.
Do we hear that? Please let me
You hear her say
Oh,
that.
awareness to hear that. I'm sorry, what was that, Jason?
You hear what Lacuna says.
Nice.
They aren't
Rigid
feeding you
hands.
properly.
Rigid turns. Why did you say that?
Fine, shut up.
So, just to keep score, we have a dead villain.
Well,
Lacuna's Lacuna's kind of losing it. I look at Rigajig. It's like, well, you could have been right.
We're going home right now. Before this gets any worse, we're going home. We're taking these two with us. Let's go. And Rigajig just starts moving.
All right.
Indispensable calls out, Nicole, let's go. We can catch that guy. And they both run for the building.
I say we withdraw.
Hold on.
Nicole's like, I want to try something. I've seen other people do this. And she runs and she tries to run up the side of the building.
No.
She gets about 6 feet off the ground before her feet leave the wall and just falls back down.
Well, I'm with Rig. I think we've done enough for one night. Let's get you home.
I really wanted. Teddy really, really, really wants to go after this guy, but I gave him a 50-50 chance, and I'm going to listen to Rigajig this time. But Putty will look up at the overseer. He'll be like,
He's already turned his back to you as he steps away from the edge.
Things are breaking down.
All right, so you've got a dead body and 2 live prisoners.
We've got to get the prisoners to campus, and we've got to get somebody to Indispensable to help him.
You can take her.
if we think someone needs to help him, I'll go. I'll go help him.
Friendly Fire and Starlight Jim go with Putty. She's
All right.
fast like he is, and Starlight, in a pinch, could probably carry Putty away. Because she's a flyer.
Get Kayla to take the rest of us and the 2 captured onto campus,
Hey, hi,
and then
Jay.
she goes and supports them.
Puppy.
Say hi.
Get them out.
Okay. Well, then she steps to a shadowy corner and is watching them through the shadows in the city, ready to reach out and grab them whenever she needs to.
Yeah, and telling Indispensable that's what's going on. If they get jumped again, we'll jump back into action. But if it's just that one guy,
You get a thumbs up emoji back.
all right, cool. He knows we know.
All right, so where are y'all going on campus? Because Kayla can drop you off pretty much anywhere she's been.
What's a generally unoccupied place?
The gym's usually locked up at night.
All right. I say, well, let's have her take us to the gym.
For a moment, we'll pop in there. Just our immediate thing is we want to drop these guys in front of security or something somehow to get the adults going in the right direction.
We drop him in Vice Principal Rook's office. Okay, y'all all arrive, but for the moment, y'all all arrive in the gym. It's dark. Geist pulls out a flashlight from one of his belt pouches, and several other people turn on their lights on their phones. One guy walks over and finally flips the switch and turns the gymnasium lights on.
Like the entire gymnasium lights?
Just the main little gym area y'all are in.
Okay.
It's the middle of the night. I'm sure nobody will notice.
Yeah, I'm already angry about this.
Then you should have organized these kids better.
Do anything today.
It's all Rigajig's fault. Because he didn't
It
organize
is.
well enough.
Children
Yeah,
should not
if
have
Rigajig had
aneurysms.
just been the voice of reason and tried to talk us out of this,
But no, he just let Putty take the lead.
It was put to a democratic vote.
Freshmen should not have high blood pressure. So y'all get there. Y'all are in the gymnasium. Y'all got the two guys. 5 minutes or so later, Kayla brings in Indispensable's team. Or, the Putty and them that went after Indispensable. Y'all caught up with him fairly fast because he was just kind of looping the area looking for this guy. But y'all don't, y'all spend a couple of minutes and y'all got no clue. Y'all, he managed to get up a fire escape to the roof, but he was already gone by then. Y'all don't see where he went. One of your prisoners is unconscious. The other guy is still awake and just kind of looking around. How'd we get in here?
you're going to talk or run laps.
I guess I'll run laps then, because I just saw what happened when somebody talks.
Rigajig sighs. All right, start.
The guy gets up and starts jogging to one side.
Yep.
He goes around to the back of the gym.
Well, I mean, we're gonna follow him. I'm not gonna let him run out to an escape.
Every time he passes a door, he reaches over and wiggles the door to see if it opens. And this is interior doors. They pretty much all open out in the hallways. But if y'all are right behind him, he's like, "How long are we doing this?"
How long do you feel?
I don't know until class starts in the morning and adults show up.
Fair enough.
I mean,
guess
look,
we
y'all saw what I saw. You saw what'll happen to me if I said anything.
Yeah, but he's not here at the school.
Yeah, but if one of us talks, he'd know it was one of us. And considering Jake over there is unconscious.
I mean, your boss doesn't know. Yes.
Yeah, but you don't know what Professor Wolfwitch is going to do with you.
She has eaten a man's soul before.
Is that her actual name?
I've never asked if that's her real name or not.
I mean, is her name like Barbara Wolfwitch or or is that just her superhero name? And if you're a witch, why do you even have a superhero name? Shouldn't you be out in the woods eating orphans or something? And he continues to do the slow jog around the gymnasium with all the class. Well, some of the class following him.
And the discussion starts. All right, what are we doing with him?
We're gonna have to turn.
You're good. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, either we give them to the teachers or just give them to the police and try not to let the police see us. But if we give them to the teachers, of course, then we have to say where we've been.
Now, y'all trying to carry this on quietly enough that he doesn't hear you?
I'm trying.
Rigajig doesn't really care. He's captured. What's he gonna?
Every once in a while,
no.
we'll turn and holler out, Harder, faster.
Lift those legs.
Geist suggests, well, we could send Kayla to go get make sure I remember that. He's like, we could send Kayla to go get Jasmine. At which point, Some Zero, the other Jasmine, is like, he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I mean Mischief Maker. We can send Kayla to go get Mischief Maker.
The Accords. Don't mess with the Accords.
Because she can do stuff with emotions and. Well, she did make those two guys start untying her the last time we ran into them. She might be able to make him talk.
Clearly, we need an ethics of interrogation class. Too bad that's upper level.
If you mention that, he's like, well, if we could go get Stonehenge, but he just beat answers out of the guy. I figured this is a little nicer.
Yeah, definitely got an ethics of interrogation. Hero minion relations.
Oh,
They just assumed that freshmen wouldn't be at that point yet.
Well, I guess we're all learning a lesson this year.
I had Guy suggested. I forgot Guy does emotion control.
Oh.
Which is not the same as mind control, so he can't like force the guy to answer, but he can start making the guy feel guilty about trying to kidnap children. What would your mother think? Your grandmother's rolling over in her grave right now. Unless she's still alive, in which case, disregard.
Your grandmother would be so ashamed.
And you can visibly see the guy, clearly starting to feel bad about what's going on. But not enough to overcome his, self-preservation instinct. It'd kind of be like y'all talking trash about Wolf Witch eating souls, and then you actually saw her eat somebody's soul. You'd be a lot less, lippy about it after that. We all, the boss always talked like he'd shoot one of us if we squealed. Then Bob squealed and boss shot him. Kind of got to take it serious now. But it's up to y'all if y'all take his suggestion or not.
I think we should.
Yeah.
All right, Kayla ducks under the bleachers, into the shadows. A couple minutes later, she comes out with Mischief Maker. And Mischief Maker is one of them that's got a full costume, because she was actually somebody's sidekick prior to this.
Yeah.
She comes out and she sees, oh, y'all really do have him jogging. Bring him over here. I'm not chasing after him.
And we bring him over there.
And she starts lecturing how he should feel really bad about what he's doing. At which point he starts to cry because now he's got two people basically trying to make him feel guilt. And then she sort of just, you see her really focus on him, and he kind of sways back slightly. She's like, all right, ask him your questions. And then she tells him he's going to answer these questions. He's going to feel a lot better after he answers them.
Who is the overseer, and who is he working for, or what is he working towards?
None of us know his actual name. He's very secretive about that. The secret identity thing, I'm sure y'all understand that. In the 90s, he went by the name Overkill. And was kind of a mercenary villain for hire sort of guy.
So he's old.
Didn't everyone go by Overkill in the 90s?
Oh, it's a very 90s style name, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Overkill, kill power, all kinds of stuff.
Kill over. Keel over. Overkill.
Overt kill.
Yes.
But anyway, they work for him. He's he still does kind of contracting work, but he like trains minions and conscripts people to work for whoever hires him. Their current client is looking for superpowered individuals. Preferably younger ones, just because it's easier to train or brainwash, and because they're working, they're looking for super soldiers essentially.
Rigajig will mention that, have you operated with, and names that school of criminology?
Mm-hmm.
No. They've caught wind of that school, but they haven't been able to find any clues as to where it is. They've been investigating it like they were investigating, your school, but
of course they're better at it.
they haven't found. It's not like this one where we saw some of the students out running around and followed them back, so we know physically where the school is. We think one of our guys may have gotten close to their school, but then he just, disappeared. And when we found him, he doesn't remember working for us. He doesn't remember any of the training. He had this whole false identity imprinted on his brain. We decided to focus on this school, since we actually knew where it was, and so far you guys haven't been as vicious. All right. You got any other questions for him?
I think the task now is just to dump this on someone else and make it their problem.
Dump them into the Rook's office, and it's like, and when the Rook asks who brought you here, it was seniors.
I love buck passing. You're fine.
Mr. Baker was like, he just points at Putty. That's good thinking. Because a lot of the seniors don't live on campus, so it would even make sense. So yeah, she proceeds to give him his instructions. Go wait by the vice principal's office. Tell him it was seniors. Once you've sat down outside the office, you will forget about all of, you'll forget about being in the gym. You'll forget about all of us.
Aww.
Oh, we've had such a good time together.
And then she has Kayla go, well, not by herself, because it's a little girl off on the side. But, and then she steps over to kind of work over the unconscious guy, so he'll match up, and they plop both of them down in seats next to the principal's office, or vice principal's office.
How long will that sit on them?
She's like, like I know, I'm new at this. I haven't had this power very long. It should last till morning, I would think. And if it doesn't, I'm sure they'll trigger alarms trying to get out of the place. So the memory wipe should be good for a while, though. It's the command that'll wear off.
And we could just send him to the principal's office and then set off a fire alarm or something.
Then no one would go in the building. Because it's a fire alarm. They'd wait for the fire. It's just the mind control will be fine. I'm sure. Indispensable, do you have anything to add?
Nah, this was a good start. We we captured a couple of them. We've got some information. We can research this overkill guy now. Or overseer, whatever he's calling himself.
And they didn't know the name of the person or group that Overkill was working for.
No, just said the current client. But Let's see. Y'all hear the front gymnasium door open.
Uh-oh.
Everybody kind of goes, hmm. And in a flash, Indispensable is over by the light switch, slapping the light off. Kayla, get us out of here. And y'all all feel kind of a tugging in this or that direction. And the next thing you know, you're standing in the downstairs, the common room for the girls' dormitory.
Did we see who opened the gym?
No. Because you've got the actual kind of gym area, and then you've got some surrounding classrooms and stuff. So it was like you'd have had this little lobby space that the door would have opened into before you got to the room y'all were in. Whoever opened the door probably would have seen that the light was on, though. But once you're out there, Kayla quickly starts taking you off to your individual, dorm rooms. She has in a very short time memorized what room everybody's in. Putty and Rejig, as soon as y'all arrive, as he's walking to his room, Eric's like taking his shirt off. All right, everybody, get in bed like you've been there a while. If dropping them guys off or being in the gymnasium triggered alarms, they may come check to make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be.
Yep, I'll totally go to bed. Rejig does finger guns and begins taking his rig off to work on it.
She also drops Lacuna, Blessed, Thorn, and Amber and Nicole back off in that room. Nicole runs to the window, peeps out. Oh yeah, I can see some of the drones flying around out there. There's always a couple roaming around campus, but they are out in force.
Before they go to bed, Penny will apologize to Rigajig for not listening to him.
Rigajig goes, I hear ya, and then goes to this room.
I'm very sorry. Yes, you are.
And Thorn will ask Lacuna how she's doing.
I'm doing great. Hey, mind if I sleep in your room?
Of course.
Thanks. I'm just doing peachy.
You mind if I sleep in your room? I'm a little uncomfortable around you, but not as uncomfortable as I am being alone right now. Alright, so y'all all go to sleep except Rigajig, who's working on his rig. Though I'm sure he goes to sleep eventually.
Yeah.
That night, Lacuna, you are sitting in your parents' living room. Nobody else is there. It's very quiet. TV's not on. It's dark outside the windows, but when you lived there, even when it was dark, you could kind of see the tree line at the distance, as a different shade of black from the night sky, and it's just all black out there now. It's a little hazy. You actually realize that you're dreaming.
You deserve it.
And then there's a knock at one of the windows.
I turn to see what's knocking.
Come here. No.
Uh-oh, I think Izzy's being naughty.
He knows what he's supposed to be doing.
No.
All right, does everybody see that?
Leave your hand in there.
Zach, watch out. It's the elderly.
Oh no!
Oh, what? Dang.
Don't play with that.
Now that you think about it, it's the window that in the other dreams and maybe in your memories that got busted in that night.
I'm going to reflexively throw a heavy object at him.
You reach down, you grab your parents' coffee table, but it only goes 2 or 3 feet before it falls down. You don't feel a strain like you would trying to throw something that's too heavy for you in real life. But it doesn't go any further than you could probably have thrown it before your transformation.
It's just a bad dream. It's just a bad dream. It's just a bad dream. It's just a bad dream.
Is it really that bad?
It's just a bad dream. It's just a bad dream. It's just a bad dream. We're not here. Not here. Warren's room. On campus. You can't get in here.
And he presses. You can see him pressing his hand up hard against the glass. I don't seem to have as much control here this time.
Why are you doing this?
Why am I doing what? You need to be taught how to survive as what you are.
Just go away.
I can't do that. I'm all you have left.
You took everything away from me.
No, I did not. That things did not turn out as they were supposed to. I was not the one that destroyed your parents.
You killed them.
He just
And
kind of
who
waves his hand like,
told
yeah,
you?
whatever. If I had had my way,
There you go, stinkers.
you would have had them forever. I lost my family a very long time ago. I understand your pain. I was going to make your family my family. And then we'd have had forever. But then he showed up.
Who's he?
And he steps to the side, and you see a man standing next to him. Now, while this hideous creature in front of you looks like fully realized, looks, he's animated. He looks like a dude standing, he looks like a person standing there. The figure standing next to him now, think of it more like a wax figure. It looks very realistic, but you can tell it's not alive. It's a man. He's loaded down with weapons. Some of them archaic, some of them fairly modern, some of them just weird looking. This is Désolé. Some Frenchman. I wasn't particularly aware of him prior to the attack, but he is the one that burned down your family's house. He tried to destroy me. He did destroy the rest of your family.
Why are you even telling me this? How does it even matter?
But Desley is still alive. He might come for you. I
And
mean, he came for me, and I didn't know him.
That's neat. I'll tell the teachers.
Ah, yes, your teachers. They don't appreciate what you are. They don't understand it. They feed you the blood of cows and swine and think that's going to sustain you. It's a stopgap at best.
Until I can figure out how to fix what he did to me. Sure.
I made you eternal.
I want to eat my friends now.
Clearly, you need a better class of friends then. If they prove worthy, though, we could empower your friends. We could make your friends like us.
Oh, you can rot in hell.
The entire
can
point
rot
of
in
being
hell.
eternal is that hell will never come into it.
Oh, I'll send you there if we ever see you again. I'll rip your arms off and tear out what excuse for a heart you have and eat it. And then maybe you'll understand order of how much did to me hurt.
It wasn't me, and he grabs the back of that, mannequin-esque version of Desley and kind of smushes his face up against the window. This is the man you should hate.
He wouldn't have come there if you hadn't attacked us.
He was in the area. It wasn't because of me.
So you were being trapped, and you needed friends to help you kill him. Is that what you're saying?
No, I was unaware of him until the night. I didn't know his name when he attacked me. I'd never heard of him. I had been sleeping for some time. And then I woke up and I observed your family, and I thought that familiar bond deserved to outlive, the mayfly existence of a mortal.
That wasn't your choice to make.
Perhaps. I had been alone for a very long time. Perhaps I wasn't thinking reasonably. But their destruction was never my plan.
What's your name?
I am Rictus. Rictus Mortis.
The Vancouver Mortises? What the hell even is that?
It is not my mortal name. It is a name I've acquired in my travels.
Are you doing this? Are you in my head?
Oh, I can always speak to my children like this.
Don't you ever call me that.
You will come to accept it in time. But very well, in the short term, I will not. Out of respect for your late and lamented parents. I will leave you be for now. Think on what I said, and keep a lookout for this killer. And then he kind of pushes the image of Desolé out of the way. I will not peek in. That sounds creepy. This guy certainly doesn't want to be creepy. I will check in with you from time to time. Just be aware that the diet they have you on will not sustain you forever. And that it would be better to expand your palate in a controlled fashion rather than waiting until the hunger overtakes you. Then unfortunate things might happen to those around you.
That seems to be my fate, huh?
It's not so bad. Yeah, once you're used to it. Blessed Thorn.
Yes.
Lacuna is sleeping in your room, and you know she's tossing and turning. She's kind of kicked the covers off. She's kind of moaning and mumbling in her sleep. Nothing you can make out, any words of. she's not screaming, but she's clearly upset or having a nightmare, perhaps.
I wonder if a sedative would put her back at ease, or at least deepen her sleep, so that whatever is troubling her will no longer trouble her.
Now, what was that?
I'm wondering if some kind of sedative, some kind of natural sedative, could deepen her sleep so that she's no longer troubled by whatever's troubling her.
Do sedatives work on vampires?
I mean, I don't have any explicit resistance against. So I suppose it'd be up to the DM.
Do you step over closer to her?
Yes.
In your dream, Rictus suddenly becomes less clear. In fact, the entire dreamscape, other than like yourself, becomes a little more hazy. Rictus is looking around. What is causing that?
See, here's the thing, Rick. I got some really cool friends, and I think me and them, we're gonna fucking kill you.
That is not the sort of language a young lady should use. And I believe your parents would agree with me on that. Well, would have agreed with me on that.
Ooh, ouch.
I throw him.
Do what now? You cut
Throw 'em
out.
apart.
You cut out on me, Zach. What was that?
I flip them off.
He gets a very, I just bit into something sour look on his face. Then him and all the surroundings kind of fade out. You crack your eyes open and Blessed Thorn's kind of standing over you. Maybe sprinkling pollen on you of some kind. I'm not sure what she's doing.
Hey, you can stop doing that now.
What is going on? Lacuna is a nightwalker of some kind invading your dreams. Is that who's speaking? Who you're talking to?
I just start crying and tell her what happened in the dream.
Well, now, thank you for letting me know what's going on. I think there may be a way to help you, and we'll need our teammates for this. We will need the team together for this. I think we can help you.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
Did you say something, Zach? That was something I heard.
I said, yeah, I wasn't speaking very loud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think you're right on that.
Yeah.
What's your idea?
Basically, yeah, Thorn would say that where she is from, they have a tradition. And basically, like I explained in the chat, her idea is to basically, perhaps if you're being assailed in your dreams, that perhaps we could join you in those dreams. There are methods. There are blessed. There are concoctions that can bring the mind into more fully into the realm of dream, to the point where people can even meet in that realm and join together. And with that, you need not face this Rictus alone.
I'm not sure that's such a good idea. It was like he had total control of it, I think. I didn't have my powers. I'm not sure it's a good idea.
Well, I think we owe it to our team to at least push it over. We are a team, are we not? Is this not what we're here to learn? Is this not why we were here, to learn how to operate as a team? At least give our friends the right to offer their help as well. And whatever you wish, we will respect it. But at least give them the opportunity to offer to help.
All right. That sounds fair.
Yeah,
Thank you.
of course.
And Thorn,
Yes.
thanks for letting me sleep in here tonight.
I would not have it any other way.
I really don't think he liked having you near me.
That is good. That is very good.
Yeah, so the rest of you manage to get back to sleep. The rest of the night passes uneventfully.
Yeah.
Over in the boys' dorm, just blissful sleep all night. Rejig may be grinding his teeth in his sleep, but he's asleep.
Boys.
The next day, as you're sitting in a homeroom, an announcement comes over asking the senior class to meet in the cafeteria for the first 10 or 15 minutes of first period. There's rumors going around that somebody triggered the alarms last night and they caught a couple of guys on campus that shouldn't have been there. They didn't seem to have done anything. They were just, the weird thing is they were just sitting by Vice Principal Rook's office. When security found him, and then of course they called the police. The police hauled him off. None of the rumors mention the seniors yet. Though later in the day, you hear some of the seniors in the hallways, kind of griping about about Principal Rowland's, and Vice Principal Rook's, pointed questions and accusations. I didn't care for it. They're too busy to be, sneaking people in the campus or whatever the crap they were trying to imply we had done. Throughout the days, any of you that keep up with the news on your phones, there's the fight y'all had. There's some reports of that. Some people called in the noise. It's not like a front page story or anything, because none of the sounds anybody heard would have sounded like gunshots exactly, but there was just a lot of commotion. But there's another story about a few streets down from where that happened. There was a murder. Somebody had broken into a family's apartment, and the children were found asleep. The mother was found injured, but the father had been killed. And there's something about what's the word? Extinguishing.
Exsanguination.
Thank you. Which was something both of the parents had suffered from, but the mother survived.
Now, was that the apartment where we saw?
It would have been the area. You don't remember the exact addresses of the building you were on or that building, but that sounds like it's the right area. A few streets down, a few blocks down from
where the figure was watching us.
Mm-hmm.
No, they found a busted window, but that was on the 6th floor, so they don't know if the report talks like they think maybe the father fought the intruder, and just the window got busted in the process. But they didn't find anything on the ground outside the window that would have explained like a piece of furniture had gotten thrown through it or something. Just a little mysterious, a little something up.
Mm-hmm.
And that is where we're going to wrap for today. Well, with Indispensable wanting to have like kind of a class-wide meeting after school. Because clearly he's going to have to organize this stuff from now on. So yeah, hope you guys had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I enjoyed running it. You now know. Well, you now know who one of the people after you is. This overseer, who is apparently wanting to conscript you to be mercenaries or something along those lines, or brainwash you and steal you off to foreign governments or something. You know who he is. You don't really know the specifics of his plan. You now know that somebody from Lacuna's past is wandering around. Though he doesn't seem to want much to do with the rest of you.
I'm
Yeah,
sure he doesn't.
He's gonna get the rest of us.
He especially doesn't want anything to do with Blessed Thorn. Lacuna really needs a better class of friend. So anyway, we'll pick up with that in 2 weeks' time. I don't think there's anything weird coming up in 2 weeks that would interrupt us. It's what, the 5th of September will be the next time we play?
That will be Labor Day weekend.
All right, is
So
that going to be an inconvenience for anybody?
not me.
Not off the top of my head.
I don't think so.
I should be fine.
Might be
Okay.
doing something on Labor Day proper, but not that
No.
Sunday.
And no one's on the road. Or
Yeah,
anything
that's
like
the big thing. Nobody's having to travel or anything. So, all right then. Anybody that comes by and watches this later, hope you had a good time. Hope you'll check out the next issue. Again, I've been GMing for the day. I'm Jason, and we have had Mike as Blessed Thorn,
Mm-hmm.
Curtis as Putty,
Laters.
Taylor as Rigajig,
See you soon.
and of course Zach as Lacuna Lane.
Have a good night.
And we will see y'all next time.